Hi friends, I am Chirag Vichare. I am studying MSc Physics. Today in this video, we will discuss upon the three Agriculture Reforms Act which are recently passed by our government. The first act is the Farmers Produce Trade and Commerce Act. Second act is the Farmers Agreement on Price Assurance and Farm Services Act. And third most important act is the Essential Commodities Amendment Act. First of all, we have to know that what is the need of this act. According to the Indian government says that indebtedness of farmers is increasing. That means loans of the farmers is increasing, income is decreasing, and there is a stagnation of trade in the trade. And APMCs in India there are many APMCs, but in the APMCs there are limited number of traders, so competition is less, and there are more and more bottlenecks, we can call them as agents, are in the APMC. So farmer have to pay them agents for their produce sale. Now we will discuss the first act. The first act is the Farmers Produce Trade and Commerce Act. The act allows intrastate and interstate trade of farmers. Farmer can sell their produce in their state or in the other state. Any company can establish such platform for the trading. So there are some benefits of this act. The benefits are, due to involvement of various companies, there will be generate major transparency in the APMCs. The APMC will become more transparent if there is more competition. There are a lot of intermediaries like bottlenecks, agents. The role of agents will be abolished due to this act, and farmer can sell their produce in their state and other state without any tax. Now we will discuss the disadvantages of this act. The first major disadvantage is the role of APMCs and ENAM will be, or we can say, we may be collapse. ENAM means National Agriculture Market. It is an electronic platform for selling the produce of the farmers. The second disadvantage is our Indian government as well as farmers will have no information about who are the traders and who is transacting at what rate. Now third disadvantage is about the Mandai tax. Mandai tax is a main revenue source of the state. State can earn money from the Mandai tax, but according to government, there will be no Mandai tax. So earning of the state will be decreased, and states like Punjab and Haryana who are earning more and more through Mandai tax will be decreased. So now farmers from Punjab and Haryana are protesting more and more. Now we will discuss the second act. The second act is the Farmers Agreement on Price Assurance and Farm Services Act. The act allows agreement between farmers and traders or buyers. The minimum period of agreement will be one crop season, and maximum period of agreement can be up to 5 years. Now we will discuss what are the benefits of this act. The farmer will lose risk of earning. The lack of risk for the farmers. New technology in the agriculture will be introduced due to private companies. Reduce cost of marketing for the farmers. Now we will see what are the disadvantages of this act. First disadvantage is there will be generate mercy of the corporates, major corporates. The second disadvantage is not required to have written contract with farmers. The third act is Essential Commodities Amendment Act 2020. First of all, we have to know that what is the Essential Commodities Act. The Essential Commodity Act was passed in 1955. The commodities under this act have control under the central government. For example, potatoes, onions, drugs, fertilizers. The government can control the sale, storage, trading of essential commodities which are included in this act. But now our government amended the Essential Commodities Act. The amended act says us that The act will be only applicable in the situations like war, famine, natural calamities, and extraordinary price rise. Now we will discuss what are the benefits of this act. There will be no limit on the storage of any commodity on the any Indian people. That results in the reduce the food wastage. Private investment in the cold storage will be increased due to this amended act. The disadvantage of this act is government will have no information about who are the players, who are the buying and who are the selling and at what rate. Now we will see why there is opposition for this act. Agriculture is a state subject. There are state subjects, concurrent subjects and central subjects which are mentioned in the 7th schedule of the constitution. Agriculture is a state subject, but in this state subject central government is interrupting. This will result in violation of federal spirit of constitution. The one more opposition is that there was no any consultation with any major farmer organizations. One more argument is that there was limited discussion in parliament on this act.